Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever Spider can. Spins a web in his eyes, catches thieves just like flies. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man. In the chill of the night, at the scene of the crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Well, the time is ignored, action is history wood. Watch out, here goes the Spider-Man. Hello and welcome to Random Honest Reviews. I'm Sonderman.
And I'm Michael.
Mike. Mike, and this is the review for the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game that came out 1 month ago. So I don't think the internet cares about this review at all. The very first mission of this game is to be Peter Parker and walking around the street, and then Uncle Ben gets killed. And then you think that this game actually will focus on finding Uncle Ben's killer. But
during the first 30 minutes of the game, he actually finds the killer, but he's been killed. And blood on the wall says CK.
And then you think that this is actually what the story is going to focus on, but it doesn't really.
You want me to let you go?
Time to waste on you insect!
You just meet up with a bunch of random villains that doesn't add any depth to the story whatsoever.
Where's that guy? What happened to him?
This game tries to be its own thing and doesn't really focus on the story elements of the movie.
A world where my parents disappeared. Where a genetically modified spider bite turned me into something new.
So the one thing that people are most concerned about, or most worried, or where they have most expectations when it comes to Spider-Man games, it's the web slinging. And we're gonna have a lot of rant about this game, but the web slinging
Comes later.
flawless.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a right hand, left hand swing.
Yeah.
R2 button for right, R left. No,
Nope.
R2 button for right, L2 for left. Yes, thank you very much, thank you. And the web sticks to buildings and walls.
And not the sky.
Not the sky. And here is like, there's all these Spider-Man moves.
Yep.
Jumping around the walls, it's so great. If I was allowed to play like Spider-Man, just swing around 2 hours without getting interrupted by some fucking shit.
And we'll talk about later.
Yeah, later. Then it would be great. But anyways, the web slinging flawless. You agree with me, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But still, what's the R1 move called?
Yeah, of course, the web rush.
Yes, but that's usually faster to travel that way than just web slinging if you want to be effective.
Yeah, but I just want to be cool. And although the web sticks to buildings, when you're on some few story missions sites, it just sticks to the sky. But it's not really confusing. The gameplay is very repetitive even if it's a boss fight. It's basically press the square button to
Punch.
and the triangle button,
Spider sense evade.
and R and the circle button to.
Yeah, and the L1 button to web people.
Yeah, web pull. And that's it.
That's it. I wish you could do some combos.
Yeah.
Like you punch them away, web sling back, punch back again, something like that.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just I punch and then maybe I'll web pull people.
Yeah, but because here the upgrade system upgrade options is basically 5. It's a web sling, slingshot, and something else.
And they're all passive perks.
Yeah, it gets faster, better,
Yeah,
it's
no interactive upgrades.
No, and
nothing, no new moves.
Oh no, I just have to say that the stealth mission here it's bad. If you played Shadow Dimension, where you can play 4 different kind of Spider-Man in different dimensions, you have one guy that's in the 1930s, and he's not strong. He have to use his mind and to just hide in the dark. Yeah. And I think they have this here because they don't want to be repetitive.
Yeah, you always need a stealth mission.
Yeah, but the stealth mission
no...
here it's very bad because it's not clear where you can hide, and the enemies sometimes are just stupid.
Yeah. They don't.
It's bad. The stealth mission is not good here. It's not clear. Okay,
there is no
dark. They can't see you.
There is no sneak mode either. It's not like you just walk out casually behind them.
Yeah.
And you hope they don't see you.
Yeah.
That's not stealth.
No, that's not stealth.
As we said earlier, the game is pretty repetitive.
That's what I've been hearing.
Especially the side missions. We'll talk about that first.
Yeah.
Because, for example, in a police chase, a car chase, it's the same mission every time.
And it's a cutscene. It's not like you're just winging around in the city and suddenly you see a police car and just hopping onto it, and then you see the other bad guy. It's just like you have to hop onto it and just sort of selecting a side mission.
Yes.
And cutscene. The same cutscene you see every time there's a car mission.
Yep.
And then it's press L1 to get L1 to get the window away, and just then you can try to press square. Just spamming the square button so you get and then you
So we break it.
Yeah, and then you get the civilian out, and then you do this.
Yeah.
He does this in the cutscene.
Every side mission is the same.
Yeah.
There's a different kind of side missions, but all the car chases are equal. All the beating up criminals are equal. It's
the only thing that's tried to be something else is when you have to save people from a building that's on fire.
Yep.
But that's very confusing because you just see that one civilian is there, one civilian is there, but it's not very clear which one you have, which window you have to go into, or where you have to go. If you can go just in one window and then go downstairs, you have to go out the window and go in. It's just so confusing.
Yeah.
And it's
and I think free roam in this game, it's like a huge menu.
Yeah.
Because you web sling around and you select missions, and then there's either a loading screen or a cutscene that's the same every time.
Yeah.
You might as well just have a menu and just selecting I want this mission, I want this mission, and then free roam could be something another option.
Yeah. I would like to swing around for New York 2 hours straight without doing anything. Maybe sometimes do a random crime if I felt like it. But here, you don't have a choice, dude.
You have to.
You have to, because you have these hero points. When you do something good, you get hero points. Then no one bothers you. You have different sort of stuff. You can choose if you want to upgrade every suit or just upgrade one, whatever. And it gets more efficient if you save people and get hero points. When you don't do those random crimes shit, you get menace points. Your suit gets worse, I think, and the people of New York, they're so strange. I mean, they put up force fields where you can't swing. If you swing in this force field, and you go down, and there's huge robots coming in.
Yeah, shooting you. What the hell?
And then there's big electricity thing. When you go in there, your web shooter doesn't work for 20-30 seconds. It's just so random. That's so annoying.
You could give some perks for doing them. That's fine, but don't have these huge negative impacts.
No, exactly. Yeah.
I almost died just then. Of boredom.
And always after you've done one mission, there's a news reporter. Huge picture and just like Spider-Man saved the day. So boring. And let's also just say this is a movie tie-in game. Those usually suck ass.
Movie games always suck.
It's a limited timetable, limited budget, and you have to release it at the same day or same week as the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like Watch Dogs, they were actually supposed to release it January or December. They released it like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, better late than early.
Yeah, because if they spent 6 more months on this game and fixed a lot of things, it would be a lot better. Yeah, the graphics in this game, it's bad. It's not necessarily, oh my god, it's so bad, it's just, meh.
It's okay, you don't really care.
But Wilson Fisk and Kraven the Hunter and Spider-Man, not Peter Parker but Spider-Man, those three, there's a lot of details there. I mean, when you saw Wilson Fisk's face, I think it was great.
Well, he knows how to make an entrance by blotting out the sun. Time to talk to the big man himself.
On graphics and such, can I ask you, what do you think about voice acting?
I like the guy who did the voice for Kraven. The man who does Spider-Man is okay.
Web slinging fail!
Not good, not necessarily awful either.
No, it's okay most of the time. I think Peter Parker were one of the worst ones.
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, and playing as Peter Parker, I was kind of psyched when I mentioned that in the press conferences or all the interviews I watched. But it was kind of nothing, because it's these dialogue scenes. You can choose from 2 to 3 dialogue options and ask different characters a bunch of questions.
Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
And why I think this is dumb is because when you ask one question, you don't get a new alternative. You just have to
The
take
same
one of those.
three.
So you could just have a cutscene. It will be more effective.
Yeah, good.
It doesn't add anything.
Yeah, I like it more when you pick one option and that unlocks more options.
Yeah. And the bonus, I think this, it's good that they have bonus things, because Spider-Man Web of Shadows again that came out a couple of years ago, that didn't have any bonus, just the main mission. But
What do you mean about bonus things?
Yeah, bonus thing. You can collect a lot of suits. That the thing that's kind of strange about that is, as far as I know, they don't do anything new.
Nope.
It's just a new outlook, and they maybe be stronger or faster or lighter than other suits. But it's okay that they have it in here. It's a couple of photo missions. I don't know if they're good, but at least they have it. And there's a challenge mode at Stanley, just kind of punch that villain, punch or get to the next
Time square and triangle.
Yeah. And yeah, but the best thing of all is that you can collect comic book pages all around New York City, and actually get comic book. You can go to Stanley's comic book stand, and you can see the comic books there. You get the comic books and you can read them. That's a great addition. Yeah, that's actually very cool. Thumbs up. And I think I have to mention that Kraven the Hunter is in this game. We don't know where you have him, because first he's sort of coming off as a nice guy, and they still have the essence of his character in him, but then they do something. I won't spoil it, because you can actually spoil this, and I think that what they did to Kraven's character was great. It actually gave me a response. So, Mr. Mike, although you only played this game for 1 hour,
Yep.
more or less, what do you think?
From what I played, the side missions were boring and dull.
That's what I've been hearing.
The missions I played were kind of okay. The combat was boring after 50 minutes.
That's what I've been hearing.
As he mentions, the graphics, it's
Man.
nothing special.
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
Voice acting is okay. It's most of it is just okay.
Yeah.
And I don't like okay when it comes to
No.
video games, especially AAA titles like
No.
this.
I can see it.
So based on my first impression, I would say about 6.5.
Yeah, I have to agree with you at so many levels. It's kind of sad. I mean,
For being such a big Spider-Man fan.
yeah, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time, and I've played actually almost every game that has come since the first Spider-Man movie game.
Mhm.
So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Spider-Man games, and this one is not one of the best, but okay, the side missions, dull, graphics not worth mentioning, voice acting, meh, the story confusing as hell. But sometimes I was kinda into it when the CK, the guy who killed Uncle Ben, was there. It was kinda exciting, and the bits with Craven, those are actually very good, surprisingly good. And the combat system is, I know, although it is very repetitive, but sometimes I just like to have a game where I don't have to think too much. But I know, I kinda enjoyed. I didn't hate myself when I played it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, the web slinging, it's great. That's at least 2 points for me. just web slinging, because I think it's very, very good. Weak as hell in the butthole, 7 out of 10. And you will laugh at some of the corny lines, and you will think, okay, I have to press this button again, and you will think that stealth mission is confusing and annoying, but overall, if you're a Spider-Man fan, I think you'll have a good time. I am like Spider-Man Edge of Time. That one got shitty reviews all over, but I enjoyed it, so yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
We've been Random Honest Reviews. Remember to like, subscribe, like our Facebook page.
And
we'll
share it on Facebook.
Yeah, whatever you can.
Yeah.
Twitter, whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Next time, yeah. Good.
I nailed it.
Yeah. And as always, have a good one.